Alright, here we are with day 101, and I just started construction on a new building I'm calling the church. So right here. Now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I ended up staying up way too late, but in the end, it came out pretty good, and I was pretty proud of it. My wall is working. You know, for being someone who had no plan or any like previous idea of how this was going to turn out, and I just placed a bunch of random blocks, I think it was turning out pretty good. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, by the way, this was 102. On 103, I installed the windows to my church, and needless to say, I was really happy on how it turned out. Oh my gosh, that looks so much better than I was expecting. I also broke ground to install the new flooring to the church, and I was pretty proud of the outcome for someone who had no idea what he was doing. On day 104, I started construction on the roof of the church, and it was alright. I tried something. For the start of day 105, I tried construction on the roof of the church, but I got bored, so I switched to trying to see if I can get a decent enchantment book from this librarian I had. And I did that the rest of the day. On the start of 106, I tried something slightly different, and I definitely preferred that look over the other side of the roof, so I tore that half down. I also decided to construct the face of the church, and I thought it turned out pretty good. Oh yeah, dude, that looks pretty good. On 107, I finished the construction of the roof, and I say the word finish pretty loosely. I didn't want there to be lack of airflow, so I made sure to leave a hole in the wall. Gotta get that fresh air somehow. Well, I will. There we go. Alright, doors in place. For the day 108, I worked on what I'm calling the floating enchantment area, or the floating enchantment room. I wanted to give the effect of things being floating, or they were being held up by the ceiling, and I thought it turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? For the start of day 109, I set up the new locations of where my villagers are going to be located, and then I built this ominous tunnel for the villagers' short time suffering, so that they may feel obligated to give me cheaper deals on what they're selling. Can you still hit me? Oh, you totally can still. For the start of day 110, I tried working on the roller coaster for the villagers, and I'm not very good at it, I'm sorry. And then I jumped on Gerard, and I went to go find brown mushrooms, which took me way too long. No, I didn't go the wrong direction. You went the wrong direction. And then Gerard played this game called Catch Me If You Can. That was cool, I guess. And finally, throughout the night of 110, I hunted spiders, and I only managed to get 2 spider eyes, which I didn't need much, but still, I wanted more. On the beginning of day 111, I immediately started brewing weakness potions so that I could fix the villagers, and out of love, I sent my first 2 villagers down to be cured. For both days 112 and 113, I literally was down in the mob spawner area just collecting experience. Because I wanted to upgrade my pickaxe, but it required like 21, 25 levels of experience. On the start of day 114, my mending villager escaped. After all that, I finally got my last two villagers in the church. And the trades are pretty good. To finish out day 114, I went to the mines because I really needed gold to make more golden apples so that I could cure more villagers. And I found more than just gold. I didn't do a whole lot for day 115. I just traveled back up to the surface and I collected my findings, or no, that's not it. Earnings! Yeah! I almost forgot. I also labeled all of my villagers. Silky. On day 116, I made this path. I'm still not that great at it. I sent down a random villager for testing purposes, obviously. And then I waited around all day for him to be cured. Efficiency 5, 1 emerald, what? On day 117, my efficiency 3 villager disappeared. Oh no, come back. Don't do it. What? Oh no, what happened to my efficiency 3 mending, or efficiency 3 book guy? Did you see where he went? You didn't see where he went? Did you see where he went? Did you? I don't know what I did, but I'm pretty sure God's mad at me right now. You guys are just striking the heck out of my freaking house. Leave it be, my guy. On day 118, I started construction on the Fletcher's Market. On day 119, I took my sheep's clothes, I picked flowers, and then I continued construction on the Fletcher's Marketplace. I continued construction on the Fletcher's Market, and I managed to get my first villager out with a little bit of a sunburn, but I'm sure it'll be fine. On day 121, I made another stall for the other Fletcher. That's cool. For day 122, I sent the next villager to be revitalized, and then I played tag a little too aggressively. On day 123, I gathered supplies, and then I continued working on the Fletcher's Market. I spent way too long on these. On day 124, I grabbed a test subject, and I really wanted Thorns 3, so this is the entire day of that. Finally, on day 125, I kind of ran around and just did household things till my other villager was cured. I was really looking forward for a Protection 4, but I got Protection 3. On day 126, I woke up to this, and I really wanted the Subspace Bubble achievement, so I attempted that. For some reason, it didn't work. I don't know what happened. Alright. On the day of 127, I had a pretty good haul. Good amount of gold, and I needed apples, so I went and committed mass deforestation in search of them. Oh, there's an apple. Come here, boy. On 128, I continued my plans of mass extinction of cows. I needed the leather, so I made a few books, and now I wanted an Unbreaking villager. I finally settled with Unbreaking 2, I guess. You want 35 levels? I needed 35 levels to put Unbreaking 3 on my silky pickaxe, so I spent the next 2 days sitting at the mob grinder just grinding levels. There has to be a better way to do this. On day 131 with my new pickaxe, I decided to go back to the Nether to try and achieve that Subspace Bubble achievement. On the start of 132, I had 1,000 blocks in the Nether, which should be 8,000 blocks in the overworld. I decided to travel to see, and I ended up in this really pretty area, but still, for some reason, it didn't work. So on my way back, I decided to collect some gold, And then this happened. To this day, I'm still confused on where I went wrong and why that worked. Seriously? Now I'm so confused, dude. To be honest, I don't really know what I was doing on 133. I think I was just committing mass deforestation again for some reason, maybe to collect apples. I don't have any notes on this. On day 134, I gave 2 zombie villagers sunburns. I was trying to get masoners because I knew that I could collect stone for them and sell it to them. Rotations through this trade. And now I'm putting Fortune 3 on a shovel? What? Oh, that's right. I put Fortune 3 on my shovel because I wanted to collect clay and flint so I could sell it to my villagers for more profit! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I also needed to tell you guys that it's day 135. Oh, day 136 smelled so good. On the same day, I also started construction on my new basement because I really needed a new storage area. On day 137 was just so good with profits. Get my seat. Profits! Profits! On the same day I did this, I got my first emerald block. That was nice. Day 138, I worked on the interior of my storage area, and I realized I needed cobbled deep slate, but because I had a silk pickaxe, I didn't have cobbled deep slate, so I quickly did that too. On day 139, all day I just worked on the storage area. I just wanted to make it look nice. You guys won't believe it, but for 140, I was down in the basement again. Working on it. Oh. Yep, 141. I was down in the basement again. Please do let me out now. Perfect. On 142, I was still down in the basement, but this time I was working on the floor. On 143, I was still working on the floor of the basement. Just stop. I don't know why, but on day 144, it took me all day to put these 3x3 chests in their cubbies. I only had one thing on my mind for day 145, and that was deforestation. On day 146, I locked my zombie villagers up because I'm tired of them becoming zombies. Dink. Get out of here! Private property! What did I just say? Private property! And on 147, I gathered wood. A lot of it. And And then I went to my basement and I worked on the little staircase area, you know, the thing where you enter into the basement. I wanted it to look like one of those storm cellars, you know, from like the 30s. I don't know. And by this point, finally on day 148, I moved all of my stuff into chests down into the basement for a good storage area. I kind of like it. It looks pretty good. Well, apparently, on 149, I wasn't done moving all my stuff around, and so I'm still moving stuff into the chest, into the storage area. That's my basement. That's cool, yeah. Ah! Go away! I just wanted a spider eye! I'm sorry, just go away! And so on the start of 150, I brewed up some weakness potions. And then I went out and tried collecting apples. I heard that if I got a Fortune 3 hoe, I had a better chance of getting apples. I don't really see the difference. But then I cured all of my villagers because they were all zombied. I forgot to click record for day 51, so this is what you get. The end of it. I don't know if you can tell, but I essentially just farmed the entire day of 151. For day 152, I kind of just ran around trying to decide what to do, and I also set up for my future builds and slash project, I guess. There we go. And then I need bright and early on day 153, I started construction on a wall. And I took the entire day building this wall. It's a wall. I don't really know. Stall so no monsters can get into it. Oh, that's the thing. Let's do this. On 154, I built this hopper track in hopes that I could transfer specific items to another chest. Yeah, I messed it up and I ended up just tearing it all back down. On to day 155. For the majority of day 155, I really just kind of played around with redstone. I'm not a redstone genius at all. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm trying. I really just needed a thing where the dispenser could detect that it had items in it, and then it would shoot said items out of it. And I eventually get it though. Not on this day though. On day 156, I'm still struggling with redstone. But I eventually come up with this thing where the dispenser will power a torch, which will turn off that torch, and then it'll turn on the other torch that it leads to a redstone clock that's consistently pushing power into the dispenser. I can proudly say that on 157, I figured it out. I understand it's like basic caveman redstone, but I figured it out. Power goes there, then it stops. That turns off. Oh my gosh, I did it. This is some serious arbitrary redstone, but it totally works. This is all I care about. Oh my goodness. On day 158, I collected my first test subject. I sentence you to hole. It's a lifetime in the hole. And you won't believe it, but I broke it. Yeah, it doesn't take much. But the whole plan was he's supposed to be there, and then I'm going to have another villager standing in my farm who's going to then throw carrots and stuff at that villager to, and those are going to go into my chest. There we go. In order for me to get my villager in the farm, I had to dangle a carrot in front of his face with a job. Like, can you believe he actually wanted a job? It's kind of weird. Good job. You're my farmer now. And then, if you can believe it, I immediately trapped him. He is there forever. He's never leaving. And then I just watched him the rest of the day do nothing. See, the plan or the hope was that he was going to collect items, and then he was going to see the villager, and he was going to proceed to throw the food at the villager, and that hopper minecart that I put in there was supposed to collect it and then throw it through the whole hopper system and everything. You know, the thing that I worked really hard on for the redstone and everything? Yeah, to go into one of my farming chests down into the storage unit. It didn't work, so that's cool. So here's the thing. On day 160, I tried convincing the guy to throw his food at the other villager. And the entire day, it's just me trying to work with this guy. Drop it off at this guy right here. You think? No! Dude. For day 161, I went to the Nether to collect gold. A good chunk of it, because I really needed golden apples and just gold in general for a lot of different things. So, yeah, I did that. I mean, like, it came out pretty good. I got 2 stacks of gold ingots at least. I spent most of my time, like, all of 161, and then towards the end of 162 was when I did the whole, you know, collecting my earnings. On 163, I went to the Nether. It sucked. I hate it there. But I went there for one specific reason. I wanted ender pearls, and so I went and traded and bartered with a bunch of piglins. It came out pretty good, I guess. On 164, I set out to go find the end portal. It was really close. I'm kind of surprised I hadn't mined into it yet. Fire charges. Let's go, Ruffles. Oh, no way. There's no way. Am I really already at it? A lot happened on 165. I started mining down to find the stronghold, which I did, which is super awesome. But one of my favorite things about the stronghold is just that exploration. So I just kind of ran around and searched as I was also searching for the portal. More books! Oh, finally. Holy crap. Don't. Alright, Ruffles. Well, that was easy. Day 166, when I got back from the stronghold, I just kind of did some chest organization, and then for the rest of the day, I just sat down at the mob spawner and just collected experience. Just give me a reason, man. I'm gonna do it. Just give me a reason not to. Alright, I'll keep him for now. He's bringing a little bit of life into everything. Day 167 was a boring one. I just collected supplies to so I could start building my melon farm on day 168. And man, I tell you, I really gotta put signs up or something because the amount of times I just looked around my chest is insane. I need to make. I've never known how to build a melon farm like this before, so this is my first time, and I was pretty excited when it actually worked, even though it's in the game. Yeah, I know. So that was to grow up. Oh, it worked! Oh, it totally worked! It totally worked! Look, 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 look! So on 169, I wasted my entire day on just doing a bunch of random experiments, which was not a great idea. But towards the end of 169, I managed to start actually building out the melon farm. On day 170, I expanded the melon farm to have 6 slots, and then underneath the melon farm, I created this collection. Two more thing that with the copper with the mine car, and it just kind of like wee around, and it collected up or picked up all the melon slices, and it put it into that chest. It works, I swear, I promise. Now, this is gonna run over this. In 171, I worked on the aesthetics. Wasn't really much to work with, but I tried, okay? Wait a minute. Hear me out. I think... Oh, there it goes! How'd you hit me? How'd you hit me? This is day 172. I just wanted your place rods. Ah. For 173, I literally just brewed potions all day. All day. Gas tier here. Oh, nice. Okay, now 45 seconds. I don't know why, but I spent 2 days on 174, 175, down in the basement, doing the mob grinder. I think it was for my tool's durability, but I don't know. Boom, slow fall. On day 176, I tried working with the villagers. It didn't go too well. Please, sir, I asked for a little bit of freedom. No freedom allowed. Punchy punch. On 177, I made profits. There's no freedom here. Take my sticks. On 178, I grabbed my next test subject. Yeah, that was it. On 179, I took my new test subject, and I was looking for a sharpness book, some kind. And I got sharpness 4. I'm okay with that. I wasn't recording for day 180, so this is all I got. And here's a picture of a dog. Woof. On day 181,
Jerry.
I found this skeleton horse.
Jerry, don't
I
despawn.
named him Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry's mine. He's never leaving. Aha! Let's go. You're mine now, Jerry. Mine forever. On 182, I started construction on the rebuild of my lake house. I thought I needed it because the other one was trash. On day 183, I was working on my lake house still. Let's do this. Three. On 184, I was still constructing my lake house. About that right there. Nice little emerald shape for all the profits. Anyway, on 185, I continue construction on the lake house. I mean, it's starting to come together. It looks pretty good. As long as I don't have any trident users. On 186, I did the same thing as I did yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. So, like, we're just like this. And then from here, just slowly. On 187, I started construction on the porch. No, right? The deck. That should add like a little bit of a guide rail, kind of. Full stack. That's what's up. I got a full stack of lanterns, and like not like half of you, I guarantee you, none of you guys have a full stack of lanterns. None of you have a full stack of lanterns. Are you kidding me? Lanterns are like the biggest flex, and none of you guys have them. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. None of you guys have a full stack of lanterns. Also, like it's some kind of monster trying to eat me, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I'm probably gonna redo those. But on 189, I just kind of added this couple of small details around the lake house, which it turned out pretty good. It looks pretty good in my opinion. Grab some flowers. See if we can get... Oh yeah, that's starting to come together. It's bringing in some life. Adding the bamboo shoots actually brought in quite a... Yeah, you see, since I had so many lanterns laying around, I decided to replace most of my torches with these lanterns because I can. I don't see you doing that. As I was collecting experience 191, I couldn't help but think to myself, there has to be a better way. So I found a better way. On the day of 192, I collected my next subjects for eternal torment. And then I fished. Apparently that was my first time fishing in this world. So that was cool. I needed to wait for nightfall, so I thought that was probably the better of everything. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Probably should have made it out of non-perishables. Ah! I didn't think this through. Yeah, on 193, it didn't work out all too well. I need to go turn it off. Ah! This is so bad. It's just such a fail. Oh my gosh. After that fail, on 194, I decided to go out in search of more armadillos because I needed more test subjects. On 196, I went back to the new and improved XP farm, and it worked amazingly when I replaced the blocks with the wood. Huge shout out to Blaze MC for the creation or the design of this experience farm.
Alright, let's see what
on
we
197,
got.
I go through my list
Protection
of
4,
armor
Respiration
and tools
3,
that I
Unbreaking
have for
3,
the
and
preparation of the Ender Dragon fight.
Protection 4, Thorns 3, Unbreaking 3, Mending. Protection 4, Thorns 3, Unbreaking 3, Mending. Protection 4, Feather Falling 4, Soul Speed 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. With a sword of Sharpness 5, Looting 2, and Mending. A Power 3 Mending Bow. A nice little pickaxe that we've had for a long time, and an Unbreaking Shield. On top of that, we have Feather Falling. Regeneration. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, man. Let's go to sleep. Go. Oh, my goodness. I don't want to do it. I worked so hard, dude. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Next one. Oh, that hurt. Right here. Come on. Gotcha. Oh, what a shot. That is crazy. Holy cow. Just sniper today. Okay.
Yep, we're going down. It's perching, it's perching, it's perching. Come on, my guy. Ah! Dude. Oh, he's perching, he's perching. Oh, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it. This is it. Look at his health. Look at his health. This is it. This is it. This is it. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Yep. 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 Oh! What a play! Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh my goodness. I can't believe we got it. Check that out. Check it out. Oh. Right at the center of it all, on day 199, I decided to build this fountain showing off the Ender Dragon's egg. That is such a perfect thing to add to my home right here. As the sun rose on day 200, I had an absolute blast. I enjoyed every minute of it, every chance I got, the editing, the playing. I enjoyed every second of it, and I hope you guys do as well. I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next 100 days of hardcore Minecraft.